Throwing. Love. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off.
At the 46-yard line.
Gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
180.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's a give up the middle. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Allen. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up third and goal.
We go tonight. 120.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
There were proper channels for guests to evacuate in a safe manner. And so on that July morning, thousands began lining up to experience this one-of-a-kind music festival. To control the crowd flow, the venue offered 2 large entry points that would lead the incoming crowd through a large tunnel which converged into a single main ramp.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 46.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. That'll bring up second down.
Set, ready.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Right, 97.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action this time with Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Down, ready.
Off the play fake, Love. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Still on his feet. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready, ready.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Set.
Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Love, this is third and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Goff now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gibbs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Smith Red.
On play action. Love to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Down the right sideline. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this 1st half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the interception, Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
52 blue. Ready.
In motion, the tight end. Love from the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this 1st half alone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break here. Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the rookie starter, the second-round pick, Tyler Shuck. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Saints give Kellen Moore his first win as head coach. They get the job done here. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is Daniel Jones. Drops back, doesn't like what he sees, decides to tuck it and run, and he can do this, and he does it. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a couple of veterans hooking up here, Baker Mayfield to Mike Evans. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Buccaneers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
But this wasn't actually true, as all the while you could hear the faint sound of banging coming from the pipe, indicating that the divers were not only alive, but were desperately fighting for their lives, hitting the sides of the pipe so that anyone could hear them. But nothing.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Open man right side is St. Brown. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Goff now looks to throw.
First down.
This is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Isaac to Slaw with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are back within a score. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Let's go now. Hut, 33, yellow.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Love looking to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions will take over. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Compromising over 560 million of their customer records. But most alarming of all, the national public data announced that they too
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Goff. And he's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give to Jacobs running right.
Good side.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Watson, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Joseph. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he stopped immediately there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Toss left to Montgomery. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Here's a 2nd and 7. Montgomery on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now it's gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, left.
Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal.
Block 20. What's that?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The video states that everything is fine. She speaks to Leo directly, accusing him of having lived their lives for this past 10 years.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.